Detroit Pistons NBA action. We're in the Motor City, where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. This is Kevin Harlan here, joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Glad you decided to spend your Friday night with us. The NBA on 2K Sports. You look at the Rockets. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
Right now for the Rockets, they've made a lot of progress compared to where they were last year at this time.
Yeah, and I didn't really see it coming, Clark. I don't know how many people really did, but give them credit. I mean, they've worked hard. They've established an identity as a team, and they've had some success.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Garrett in at point guard. Terrence Williams is out there with Odom. Then there's Martin. And it's Scola in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Detroit, Stuckey and Rip are in the backcourt. Jason Maxiell is out there with Tayshaun Prince. And it's Wallace in at the five.
A good way to get things started here.
Steve, always nice to get the first points up on the board. At least I felt that way.
They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince.
You know, last year a bit of a weird one for Terrence Williams. I mean, he started out with the Nets and then eventually was traded to the Rockets mid-season.
Now here's Prince. Wallace outside. Back to Prince. And he puts it down with authority. Spike slam cam for another angle.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that one.
Clark, you brought up Terrence Williams. He broke some rules at New Jersey, too, and they sent him, Steve, remember, to the D-League as punishment.
Yeah, so talented. I mean, Terrence Williams is a guy, when you look at him and you watch him play, you think, man, he could be a star. So for him, it's a matter of maturity. If he can grow and learn how to just work on his game and keep his focus on improving his game and helping the team, got a chance to be special.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, I spoke briefly with Lawrence Frank. He said he knows he's facing an offense that can pick you apart if you sit back and let them do what they want. He told me, quote, on the ball pressure is key. If we can get up in their face after they cross the timeline, we'll be able to disrupt their rhythm. Let's see if they're successful, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys, they're making that a very high priority right now.
Easier said than done, though. I mean, they've got a lot of sharpshooters and guys that can fill it up.
Yeah, the big thing is you want to challenge every shot. I mean, you just can't give these guys airspace because they'll make you pay. I like what the Rockets have done with their roster. They've got a lot of talent. In a league where superstars really put you over the top, that's one thing Houston has not been able to do.
Oh! That should be absolutely illegal. That is just so sweet. I mean, power and skill combined to give us that reverse?
Where do moves like that come from?
Only from players like him, apparently.
Stuckey kicks to Maxiell. Count that one. Maxiell's got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, you've got to try to keep the ball on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's not going to miss those, not often anyway. The defense has to muscle up and deny him that position to have a chance.
Scola and Houston again with the bucket.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
And here is Stuckey. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hornets in New Orleans. Wallace outside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams.
Kevin McHale getting back into the league, guys, after a stint as a broadcaster. I mean, that seems the path to go to coaching. Steve, are you headed to the sideline sometime soon? The Rockets felt he was the right guy for the job, and he very well might be.
You kidding me? I work one night a week and I got summers off. Why would I ever leave this seat?
You got it. And it's Maxiell, no good.
Well, it's unfortunate, but he just is not a dependable, consistent finisher, especially if a defense is right there in front of him.
Started by Stuckey. Here's Garrett, and he converts the layup. He's got 9.
Well, you mentioned McHale, Clark, and, you know, with their roster, I think he's a great fit because they have a lot of young post players that they can use his tutelage, and I think that's his specialty, Kevin McHale. He's a good...
He's got 9. The 3 is launched. And another 3 for Houston.
He has such a calm demeanor, but he locks in, takes his time, and finishes.
Pistons trail by 9. Scola covering. Outside Gordon. Hamilton. Shot to stop the run, and he nails the jumper. Hamilton's got 7.
Well, he stepped up this quarter, providing a hot hand to help carry them offensively.
Martin against Gordon. The 10-footer. Rebound by Ben Gordon. Now the pass to Stuckey. Hamilton left side. Over Martin. And that's not going to go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Rockets ahead, leading by... And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Here's Williams.
And Rip Hamilton, such a great player for the Pistons during their championship season and subsequent title runs. But after signing that extension a few years ago, really has not been as productive for Detroit the last few seasons.
Rip Hamilton out there with Tayshaun Prince. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Wallace. And it's Gordon in at the 2. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Here's Stuckey. Looking for his first bucket of the game. And Rip Hamilton, his production diminishing. Also a fair amount of turmoil. Wouldn't you say, Clark, for him last season in Detroit with the Pistons?
Yeah, the air was a little choppy for Rip. Feuded with the coach some, didn't like coming off the bench. Missed some practices. I mean, he had some issues that really derailed any chance he was going to have of being productive. This didn't seem to be a good situation for him with the Pistons.
Williams, he gathers. Basket good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
They continue to barrel their way inside, and when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Here's Stuckey, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, Stuckey was looking to build off of his great campaign in the year before last season, but seemed to sputter in a bad way in Detroit. Just didn't find the rhythm.
Going back to Stuckey for just a second here. Still effective, Steve, but not the leap the Pistons were hoping for.
No, it sure wasn't, Kevin. I mean, Stuckey played well at times, but it didn't translate into victories for Detroit. They wanted him to be more of a leader at that point guard spot. So kind of a disappointment for the Pistons, but Stuckey still with plenty of potential, and hopefully he can grow into a more productive play.
The runner goes back up. There's the block. Rockets leading by 7. This is to Martin. 12 points for him. Five to shoot. Covered by Hamilton. And Houston again with the bucket.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively. Well, it's been a rough couple of seasons for Detroit. They do have some nice young talent to work with, but they're hamstrung a little bit by the salary cap. It may be a while before Detroit is able to return to the Eastern Conference Elite.
Jason Maxiell's checked in for Ben Gordon. And the Rockets also making a change here. Lamar Odom, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. Here's Hamilton. Nifty move. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Martin. Going back to the Pistons, a couple of their contracts on their payroll that are not looking so hot in retrospect. They're going to have to work through those financial issues as well.
Yeah, I would think you're talking about probably Ben Gordon.
Yes.
Charlie Villanueva, and maybe even Rip Hamilton.
A lot of money.
Yeah, there's a lot of money laying out there, and not as much production as the franchise would like to see.
Knocked loose. Now here is Hamilton. Defense right on him. With the clock winding down. Good as the jump shot falls. Hamilton's got 11 points.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
Now here's Stuckey, averaging 10 points per contest. Prince with a screen on Odom. Prince backing him down. Blocked. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Luis Scola, number 1.
Boy, that's a bunch of caroms, boy, for a 10-game stretch, Kevin. I mean, the opponents he's faced, it's not like they've all been bad rebounding teams either. That makes it even more impressive what he's done on the boards.
What an ugly second quarter for him so far. He's starting to press a little bit out there.
Here's Garrett. Oh! Did you see that? Whoa. Phenomenal play. Now the replay from the Sprite Slam Cam.
My goodness gracious, look at the hang time. He looked like he had helium in his shoes.
Maybe he did. That's about the only explanation I can think of.
I call that pure athletic ability, guys.
By himself. Oh! And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo!
I got to give him some on that one. That dunk was sick.
Out of this world, guys. Out of this world.
Where did he even learn that move?
1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Stuckey. Maxiel with it. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. Here's Hamilton. Gets the bucket from 20 feet away. Hamilton's got 13.
They are just lighting him up from mid-range area.
You know, sometimes we forget about the value of the mid-range or in-between game. This team has made 8 of their last 10 with that shot, the in-between shot.
Tell you what, I love to watch Luis Scola play, guys. He's just so efficient. He finds a way to score. He's got a nice jump shot. And his production last season for Houston was an all-time high. So he was a very, very good player for the Rockets.
Free throw line jump shot. Stuckey can't get it to go.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
Talking about Scola again, Clark, Houston needed that jump in production with Yao Ming out again.
And I tell you what, if he wasn't a big name before, Scola should be becoming one now. I think around the league, people really respect how good he is. He's strong, he's tough, he can shoot the mid-range jumper, he can finish around the goal. He's been the go-to guy in the last couple of seasons for the Rockets.
He is a tough guy, you're right. Ben Gordon's checked in for Detroit. Bynum comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Chase Budinger, he's checked in for Houston. Lee comes in for Kevin Martin. Outside Gordon. He's picked up by Lee. Scola against Wallace. The baseline J. Good. Wallace has got his first basket of the night.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says, love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
And stolen by Maxiel.
Great steal in the paint. Thought he might get a layup out of it, and he wound up turning it over.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Knicks. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And, of course, there's the Pistons, 7.5 games away.
I think for the Pistons...
And that concludes the first half. Rockets lead by 13.
Checking in with the Rockets. Goran Dragic. That's the end of the second quarter.
It's Friday night, and you got a date with the NBA. It's the HP Halftime Report. It's been the Rockets having their way On a winning track to start the season, and this game's no different. Terrence Williams with a big contribution. And what a game. Out at Time Warner Cable Arena, it was the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
You know, guys, after 4 seasons with Coach Adelman at the helm, the Rockets front brass decided to go in a new direction this offseason. A little bit surprising because of Rick Adelman's respect and success around the league. A bold move for a franchise, not afraid to think differently. I think Adelman did a great job helping that team overachieve, though.
And so in the game for the Rockets, Garrett, he's in at the point. Scola out there with Odom. Then it's Terrence Williams, and it's Martin in at the 2-guard spot. And Steve, you know, Adelman wasn't in favor of the new direction that the front office wanted to go with the Rockets.
Well, that disagreement had to be a big reason they parted ways, because the front office was not very specific about exactly what they wanted to do. But I guess we'll find out soon enough here in the years to come.
Tipped. It's taken away by Stuckey.
Well, Kevin, we're seeing them do a great job. I mean, an outstanding job of taking care of the ball and not handing it over to the opponent.
Everybody's running. Here's Williams. The Rockets again can't hit. Pistons trail by 15. And here is Stuckey. He feeds it to Maxeel. Here's Garrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 26.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
That's such a tough catch when the ball is coming from that far away.
Here's Stuckey. Nice D from Odom.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And it's the Pistons with the ball. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. Richard Hamilton on the wing, covered by Martin. Nice shot by Hamilton.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear. Yeah, easy bucket for him there.
And finish he did. Took it hard to the rim.
And as always, that was our Sprite Slam Cam, giving us the up-close and personal replay. Here's Stuckey. Wallace outside. Luis Scola covering. He kicks it to Prince. Takes a 3, and Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Prince. Hamilton's got 18 points.
I think he's done his part to try to keep him in this game. It's been a solid effort from him, guys.
And Clark, you're right. I believe they've only got 2 turnovers so far. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin, you're on top of it, and that is absolutely fantastic and is a big reason why. I mean, a big reason that they're leading.
Well, it was a major struggle for Detroit, as you would expect, against the strong Western Conference last season. They really struggled when they went away from the East.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Villanueva comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Richard Hamilton. Here's Stuckey. But, you know, for the Pistons in the Western Conference, Clark, not a big deal right now. But eventually they're going to have to obviously improve in that area when they are approaching the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, 8 wins last year and 9 the year before. I mean, they've got bigger issues they've got to deal with.
They got to win at home. They got to win in their conference or division. I mean, they handle first things first.
That's right. Well said.
Launches it. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stuckey's got his 5th rebound in this one. They defeated the Hornets in their last game.
They really cashed in on all the fouls they drew. It was a very physical game, and they used it to their advantage.
Steve, I like the fact they didn't mind mixing it up a little bit, did they? I mean, they certainly kept the refs occupied and busy.
Here is Villanueva, right now averaging 7 points a game. Wallace outside. And Maxeel kicks to Villanueva. The Pistons need to get off a shot here.
Great job defensively, getting out and forcing that turnover.
33 points for him. 6 to shoot. The feed to Scola, and it's Wallace picking him up. The jump hook, and Scola puts it in. Scola's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Luis Scola, the native of Argentina, really became the focal point of the Rockets' low post game a season ago when Yao Ming went out with that injury. So they've really relied on Scola, and he's come through for them. His field goal percentage, his offensive efficiency, very impressive. He's gotten himself involved in just about every aspect of this game.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic all-around performance, guys.
Going back to Scola, Clark, to see him take on that extra workload and still maintain his shooting percentage is something you just don't see that often.
Well, that's a great point, Kevin, because when you become the focus of an offense, you're the guy they're talking about in the scouting report. You're getting double-teamed more, you're a more focal point of the defense, and it didn't seem to bother Scola at all. He just went right on producing.
Gotta love the execution out there, and it's going to be very tough to beat them if they continue to play like this.
Still a lot of time left, but I agree with you, Steve. I mean, a lead like this won't be easy to erase the way they're playing.
Now White. Now here's Villanueva. He's picked up by Lee. Wallace kicks to Gordon. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Garrett. It's hauled in by Gordon.
That's a good shot, high percentage.
Can't complain about that one.
Trying to get back on track. They get it again. Wallace. The second chance bucket is good. Wallace has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Easy shot. Patterson can't get it to go.
Well, he did a nice job to get open there. Just a little unlucky not to knock it down.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Gordon. Back to Bynum. He dishes it to White. That's good, and it's Bynum with the assist.
Boy, he set him up beautifully with that assist, room service style.
From the wing, shot is off. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Rockets ahead, delivering the blowout. Now let's check in with Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, guys.
Pistons trailed by 11. Charlie Villanueva and Ben Wallace down low. Rip Hamilton out there with Tracy McGrady, and it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. McGrady outside. Prince backing him down. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
They got the ball into the ideal position, and he didn't flub to finish that time, guys.
Goes up with a strike. Tayshaun Prince with the rebound. Hamilton dishes to Wallace over Odom, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
They would have liked to have won it in regulation, obviously, but that didn't stop them. They came out firing in the overtime and got the victory.
Steve, you really can't deny that they clearly were the more aggressive team in the extra session.
McGrady passes to Prince. Over Scola, and that's Prince. And time on the assist by McGrady.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Garrett. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.